Welcome back for another video. In today's video I'll be running through a Gameweek 27 free hit draft and some talking points to consider. It's a very good opportunity to free hit due to teams like Liverpool and Arsenal blanking, who we all own players from after their double Gameweek 26. In my case I've just got one free hit left, so I'm aiming to save it as my wildcard has some key players and triple Burnley. That will certainly be a red arrow. If I was free hitting though, this would be my draft. If you've got 2 free hits left, this is a great opportunity, or likewise if your team's in bad shape and you plan to wildcard in Gameweek 28, then this is a good time to consider using it. A quick thank you to the newest YouTube members and Patreons: Chris, Gonçalo, Elliot, Josh, Royhan Zander, The Flisk, Jack, Dev Mohammed, Joe and Jake. If you'd like to support me by becoming a Patreon or a YouTube member, the perks are the same and it includes early access to videos and a private channel on the Discord where I give team feedback. Links are in the description to both. Just before we jump in, today's video is sponsored by Spitch, which is a free app on both iOS and Android. A link to the app's at the top of the description. Spitch complements FPL very well. You create a lineup within the budget and you score points based on how they do. What sets it apart is you pick a fresh team every game week, almost like having a wildcard every week, and on top of that you can win cash prizes. You can even join mid-game week, so if you miss the early kickoff you're fine. I love the concept as it's a lot more fun than putting a bet on a game. However, since you can play for money, it's 18 plus only. It also supports the channel, so give it a try and see what you think. Thank you again to Spitch. To download the app, simply hit the link at the top of the description. Enjoy the video. In goal, it's Nick Pope, who's top among all keepers for predicted points this game week, and he's second overall. Burnley have turned it around recently and put in some impressive performances, conceding 3 times in their last 8 games. The double is Crystal Palace away and Leicester at home. Burnley are at a point where there's simply no other option than to get results, with other sides like Watford, Norwich and Newcastle getting results recently. As a result, Burnley have only lost one of their last 5 games, which is why in defence we've doubled up with Roberts. Roberts got his first start in Gameweek 23, which was around the same time Burnley started to improve on their poor early season form. He got an assist against Brighton for a 9-pointer and he has some attacking threat in him. Cancelo is an obvious player to have, and you could make the case for doubling up, though it's at the sacrifice of attackers who have a high ceiling, which is what you want to target on a free hit. Livramento also joins the defence, who marked his return to Southampton's starting 11 with an assist and a clean sheet for a 12-pointer last game week. If you can find the extra cash, Walker Peters for 4.8 mil also looks like a great option, and he's been excellent recently. Southampton are among the top for clean sheet odds. It's a stacked midfield of Ward-Prowse Son, De Bruyne, Foden and Fernandes. Son impressed again in the win against Man City, getting 2 assists and 2 bonus. Spurs were another side under immense pressure to get a result after 3 losses on the bounce, and perhaps have turned a corner after such a good result. They're only the 3rd team to beat City in the league this season, and they've got Leeds away, which is an excellent fixture. De Bruyne didn't get any minutes against Norwich in Gameweek 25 a couple of game weeks ago, which shows he's still a rotation risk, but I fully expect him to start this one. City are also under some pressure now. They're 6 points clear of Liverpool, but Liverpool have a game in hand and they still need to face Man City. If you look at Man City's next 3 fixtures, they've got Everton and then Peterborough in the FA Cup and then Man United. So if we dare attempt to predict Pep Roulette, you imagine he would get rested for Peterborough in between 2 important league games, where the bookies have given Man City a 94% chance of progressing. However, if your budget can't stretch for this draft, then De Bruyne is one player who could be downgraded to someone like Mahrez or Sterling. As we predicted on the previous videos, Fernandes did very well against Leeds despite a single game week, getting a goal and an assist. He's got Watford at home, which is another standout fixture in Gameweek 27. Watford have improved defensively under Hodgson, but he'd be silly to go about BRUYNE on a free hit draft. Up top, Weghorst gets the armband, who is top among all players with predicted points in Gameweek 27. He's their main man now, and they'll be counting on him in their hopes of avoiding relegation. In the first of Burnley's double in Gameweek 26, he was pivotal with a goal and an assist as Burnley beat Brighton 3-0 away. His 12-pointer already shows us what he's capable of, and therefore he gets the armband. KANE also put in an excellent performance, scoring twice in the win against Man City. You could make the case for KANE or Son as captain, but now Weghorst has shown us he's a capable player in the Premier League, he can't be overlooked. The bench is Foster, Dalot, Veltman and Gelhardt. On a free hit draft, it's sensible to still have some bench players who will start. I do expect Dalot to return to the starting 11, and you could make the case for starting him over Livramento, though they're about even on predicted points. Veltman for 4.2 mil is another good enabler to have on the bench. Let me know what you think of the draft and if there's any other players you're considering. For now, that concludes today's video. Thanks for watching.